Hello and welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike, and here are some boys. Tony and Liam, how's it going?
Grand, yeah, good.
How are you, Mike? What's the crack?
I'm not so bad.
Good.
Any new soups this week, Tony?
I held off on the soup this week, Mike. I'm not gonna lie. Held off on it. I'm gonna make double soup next week is what I said.
Your resolution's ruined.
Nah, you just make up for it, you know. Double soup.
Yeah, double down on soup.
I'm gonna do like a layered soup.
You're going to do like a Valentine's Day themed soup
Exactly.
for the big day.
Something for the ladies.
Yeah. It's actually my mommy and my sister's birthday on Valentine's Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have 3 lucky ladies in your life on Valentine's Day.
No, just my mommy.
What?
Didn't expect that one, did you?
No. So we're continuing on with round 2 this week, lads. So the questions this week are from episode 9, Dimitri the Menace, and episode 10, The First Rule of Honey Badger Club. So a couple of fun things about Dimitri the Menace. This was the episode you were recording next to a washing machine.
Oh, yeah, that was gas.
Yeah.
That was the cleanest episode we've done.
And it was the episode where I tried out a new segment called Spoiler Alert, which was the worst segment ever.
That only lasted 1 week, did it?
Yeah. Basically,
spoiled.
you spoiled a few movies for me, so we never revisited it.
Oh, what was there? It was Shutter Island and...
Yeah.
Me and Tony disagreed about Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Then you spoiled The Departed for me. And you spoiled Interstellar for me.
Oh, yeah.
2 very good movies. Have you watched them since?
No, I haven't. I've been trying to forget the spoilers before I watch them. And I listened to the episode back this week, so it'll be another while. And in episode 10, apart from the fact that this was where the Honey Badger really started, we talk about Tony's best birthday present, which was a bike that then got robbed from his garden. And we all got a bit depressed about that.
I'll find it one day.
Still looking for it.
Yeah.
Throwing apples,
Still
hoping
looking.
to hit it.
If you see me in the moonlight looking for a bike.
Just give him a hug, guys. He needs it.
Yeah.
So, I've realised that the wacky question I do at the start of the podcast every week never got a name. So, it's been a segment for a while and I never named it. So this week it's finally got a name. It's called the 5-star review on iTunes question of the week.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue.
Just rolls off the tongue. Just 5 stars on iTunes. That's all we want. Yet. So, here it is. The 5-star review on iTunes question of the week. What person from history would you like to get shit-faced drunk with? Can be alive or dead.
Oh, it's an interesting one.
And then, what kind of night out would you want? Like, would you want a rave, a quiet pub, or a house party? But either way, you get so drunk you forget most of the night. Or you forget half of it.
Because you're getting shit-faced drunk, I was going to say like Charlie Sheen or something, but I actually think that would just be too much. I think it'd be more just scary, like...
Yeah, even if it was a quiet pub, it would end up in a rave, wouldn't it?
Yeah, something mad, like you do it in a church and then somehow, I don't know, he started a religion somehow, like...
So
Who are you thinking, Liam?
I don't have a clue, man. I forget what nights out are like. That's a lot of the difficulty of this question.
Has to be someone a bit of crack, like...
Yeah. I'd say Oscar Wilde would have been an old cunt, like. I'd say he would have been good crack.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, he was a notorious bastard, like, so I'd say he would have got you into some trouble, like, you know, but if you're not going to remember half the night, that's okay.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
See, I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, but, like, I'm not sure how much crack Tolkien would be on a night out, you know?
Minus crack, I'd say.
It could be, yeah. He'd be, like, they're inventing new languages in the corner and I'm trying to do Jaeger bombs. It wouldn't work.
All those people are kind of mad, though. He's probably well up for the absence.
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of the fucking creative juice back then. Wasn't it?
Absolutely. Well, that's what's the artist? Which artist am I thinking of? Picasso?
I don't know. I know there's a lot of people notorious for drinking
Chopped his
Amstel.
ear off and gave it to his girlfriend.
That's Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'd love to meet Banksy though, even now.
Yeah? You think you'd go for the old Banks
I'm
Rooney?
trying to think of history, but I don't exactly know like what to like in
Yeah,
Picasso.
it can be someone now, like.
Yeah, you kind of want to meet someone interesting though. Like history's a big thing. Like I think Einstein would be fun.
See, the thing about Banksy is you get the kind of double whammy of you
Yeah.
get to find out who Banksy is.
Banksy would be a great choice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or you could just keep the mask on, like a morph suit or something, and you don't know.
If you wanted.
Yeah.
If you wanted, like, you just presume Banksy's like agreeable. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Actually, I'd prefer to go out with Banksy, but he doesn't know who I am.
I think that'd be all right.
Yeah, he has no idea who I am. I know.
I'd say at the end of the night he still wouldn't know who you were.
And I'm going to show him my artwork.
Just like insane drawings on a napkin in your own blood.
This is my bike. This is my bike. What do you mean? I don't remember what it looks like. This
Yeah.
is a bike.
And that's where my night's going to end up. We're going to start looking for my bike.
Okay, so are you sticking with Banksy, Tony?
I guess
That's
so.
a risk.
Yeah.
You literally don't know what he's like at all. You have no indication.
I don't know. I've seen him in a couple of documentaries with his face all blacked out.
Okay, so you know his shoulder shape, like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially his silhouette. You have a clue.
I'd say he's a bit of crack.
Okay. And what kind of night would you want? Would you want a mad one?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you said it has to be mad, didn't you?
He goes graffiti and I
No,
go
you have
for
to get
one.
really drunk, but you could
Yeah, we
you
get
could do
pissed
it
while he goes out
in a
graffiti.
nightclub or
And then just see where the night takes us. Maybe I'll find my bike, like I said.
maybe. Liam, who are you going to go with?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go with Oscar Wilde. Why not?
He was on my short list, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And then I realized I mightn't understand anything he was saying.
Oh, but that wouldn't bother me, like, you know?
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
it?
And
Does it have to be a fictional character?
it can't be a fictional character. It has to be a human who lived. And Liam, what kind of night out would you have?
Just start off normal, like in a bar and that, maybe go to a club.
All right, yeah. You kind of start in the bar, see where it goes.
Yeah. A couple of, quiet drinks, bit of a chat, and then watch it escalate.
I wonder what bars Oscar Wilde be going to do.
Don't know, I'll take him wherever I want.
Just walk about like.
This is my dream, like, you know? He's hardly there wishing, like, I wish I fucking could meet that Liam Tobin. No, I'm sorry, I'm dead.
I'd like to meet the
there
guy
was
who
one
built
reason-
Enigma.
What's Enigma?
It's a thing that won World War. The first computer.
Oh,
technically.
yeah?
You want to
might be a
meet
bit of a
Benedict
stranger.
Cumberbatch?
Oh, is that that's the movie he's thinking of, is it?
I don't know. What movie you think?
Is it called the Enigma Code or something?
Yeah.
The Innovation Game.
Oh, Limitation Game. Yeah. Yeah, but he's meant to be a real introvert, and he was also like Oscar Wilde in that way. In the gay way, yeah. Well, it's not a problem, but like back then it wasn't acceptable. He was castrated and stuff after he won the war.
Jesus Christ.
And you want to go for a pint with him?
Yes, I'm sure he has a lot of stories. Lived through a bit a lot. Someone actually who's lived through a lot, that would be nice.
He's a castrated introvert. Right. Okay.
I'm saying Banksy just because it's easier, but yeah.
So I bet you boys are expecting me to say Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I wasn't going to ask you. I thought we were going to move on.
Oh.
I can't imagine him being much fun, Mike.
And I bet everyone listening at home who knows me will say that I was going to say Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
So you
I just don't think he could ever leave character.
No?
I think he's always going to be like smelling what people are cooking and stuff.
I don't think he does that anymore. I don't think he's
Yeah, he
ever
just
in The
drinks
Rock
tequila.
character anymore. He mostly drinks tequila and retweets people drinking tequila.
It's a lot of his business now, isn't it? But is it still who you'd want to meet?
Well, lads, I have a surprise for you. If I could go on a mad night out with anyone in history,
Same, innit?
it would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No way. I didn't see that coming.
No? That's a good twist, isn't
It
it?
was
Good
such a
spoiler alert.
What?
So yeah, and I think we'd have a couple of pints down the local pub, you know, head
What's
on
his
into
local,
town,
do you
see
know?
what night.
Yeah,
Sorry?
who's local pub?
Do you know his local?
Yeah, in Miami, Florida. I know it well. No, we'd go out in Birmingham because that's where I know the best for going out nights out. Yeah, so we go to Birmingham, we go to O'Neill's for a couple of pints, head on down to Walkabout. You know, we might even go to like a really late bar. It'd be good fun. We'd be taking selfies with people. He'd be teaching me how to do the rock bottom on the road when we're really drunk. One of us would fall in the canal. Hopefully me, because then he could get me out. And yeah, it'd be a great night out.
That'd be the dream, wouldn't it?
Trying to get him out of the river, like.
I'd pick you guys.
Would you, Mike? I think that's bullshit.
At this stage, I might.
Thanks. I'm that desperate, I picked you boys.
Just pick some smelly old homeless man, like just anyone. Try and lose him. Right, so should we just get into it?
Yeah, let's fucking do it, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, play my fucking music, please. Boys, this is by far the most exciting ad we've ever had. This week, our ad is for patreon.com/Big Mike Pod. That's right, this is not a joke. We are now on Patreon.
For $3 a month, you can sign up and become an official cloney.
For your £3, you will get every episode of the podcast from now on at least 2 days early, and you'll get a full bonus episode on the last Friday of every month.
You'll also get a free bumper episode with Big Mike and the boys as a special bonus.
That's right, it's our longest episode ever, and you will hear the return for one time only of Tony's Tales. These episodes will only ever be on Patreon.
So €3 a month is just the equivalent of buying Tony a roll of kitchen towel, Mike one of those nice little smelly trees that people put in their cars, and you could buy me like 10 Mr. Freezes because that's what I prefer. You still get Mr. Freezes for 10 cents. No, you can buy me 5 then. I'd say they're not more than 20, are they? 25, 4 of them, so give
Maybe
me
2.
Are they 50% each?
Maybe even 1.
For Mr. Freeze?
Yeah. I think actually 120 now.
Alright, just get me like the most of
Maybe
a,
I'm wrong.
Get me the most of one Mr. Freeze. So. You'd surely do that, right?
Yeah.
The episode on the last Friday of every month may feature me, Tony, Liam, or all of us, and we can reveal what the first 2 bonus episodes will be. Liam and Tony will be taking turns to host their own episode of Would You Rather. Patreon will be the only place you get to hear Tony getting a chance to host the show. So lads, will you be signing up for our Patreon?
No. I have access to it, like.
Okay.
I don't need, but like, if I didn't have access to it, I'd definitely sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I need a loan before I sign up.
Yes. So
Loan €3, like.
Tony needs like 3 people to sign up
Before I can
he
sign
can
up.
sign up. Right.
Patreon.com/Big Mike Pod. Would you rather be one of the toys in Toy Story or be an average player in the English Championship?
I didn't think that made it true, actually, the average player.
Yeah, either of you wanted to be the greatest footballer ever.
Yeah.
You know, look at me. Now after all this, look at Diego Maradona. I'm very thankful we're not the greatest footballer ever.
He'd be dead.
You know, getting pictures taken of you in the morgue.
Fucked in that.
Yeah.
What happened?
You know, if you're an average footballer, you might just have people taking pictures of you in general. That's the furthest I go, like.
not when you're cold, look.
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone took pictures of him when he was dead.
Oh, yeah, it's a big story.
Oh, is it?
If you want to look up on Google, I won't say it on this. It's a bit dark to be moving on to that.
Okay. Right, so you both agreed on both these answers. You picked being one of the toys in Toy Story over being one of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. And you did pick being an average player in the championship over being the best player in the world who couldn't play professionally. You basically both picked that because the idea of earning 9,000 to 10,000 a week was quite tempting for you.
Yeah, still is.
Yeah.
And if you were a toy in Toy Story, Tony would be a T-Rex and Liam would be a fat little Velociraptor.
Yeah, I remember that. And does that stay the same now? Like
it does, yeah. It has to stay the same the whole way through.
But does it though? Does it have to, Mike?
It does.
You make the rules.
It does, yeah. To be true to the episode, to stick by the rules that I made, we have to carry on.
There are only rules, you know. They're
nice
not like
little
laws.
Family as your Toy Story.
Why? What toy would you rather be now?
I'd like to be just a little version of myself, like a little just action figure.
Okay. And Tony, what would you be? Instead of T-Rex?
Chicken.
I'm gonna be a chicken.
Like a plush chicken, or like an action figure, or like just a little kind of farm set, like plastic mold one.
I don't really know the difference of what. Just chicken. I don't know. I don't know the difference of what you're saying.
So like a teddy bear, or like
yeah, well, yeah, a little teddy. Teddy with little plastic legs.
Okay.
Little plastic beak.
That's the worst teddy ever, Tony.
Sounds horrible.
And a rubber little head thingy.
Why did you pick that?
That's lovely. Andy loves it, alright? I took over Buzz and Woody.
He just decorates his room with like feathers or something.
Good old Cluckaroni.
Cluckaroni, he's got his name.
And how much does Cluckaroni cost?
I wouldn't know that. You have to ask Andy.
Why? He's not the marketing fucking manager, like
So neither is Tony. He's the actual toy, like.
Yeah.
Alright, just Tony wanted his action figure to be 100 quid, so I thought he'd have strong opinions on this.
But this is not my action figure. This is just if I was a Toy Story toy, you know?
Okay. And again, when we asked the episode about the soccer players, Susie Soccer made her debut as the greatest soccer player of all time.
She still is.
Still is. No one's beat her record.
I was like, is Susie Soccer my character or is it Tony's?
Yeah.
It's mine.
She's good. Tony's radio Randa.
Hey guys, this is Susie Soccer. Just saying, I hope you pick the average player in the championship again so Mike can do this voice every time.
Oh, Toy Story.
What's the best Toy Story movie?
4, I'd say.
You think it's the best one for? 4 is
Yeah.
actually surprisingly good, but it's
hilarious.
not the best one.
I don't know. Forky kills me, like.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
So Forky was an amazing character to add. He might be one of the best characters in the whole series, but there was fuck all Buzz in Toy Story 4.
That's no harm. If you ask
Yeah,
me.
Buzz is not that great a character, like.
But he's kind of the mascot. I think even ahead of Woody, really, because he's more marketable. And it was just so weird that it was basically just Woody and Bo Peep's movie.
Yeah, but I think these days now it's more just about like the actual. I don't know how to put it. Like Forky became the new Buzz, I guess. It's the best way of putting that.
But see, Buzz Lightyear's got his own spin-off movie coming out.
That can't be very good.
He had his own TV show for years.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. So the Buzz Lightyear TV show, or the Lightyear movie that's coming out, I think it's like a prequel, and I think it might be based on the actual person who Buzz Lightyear was like created after. So I think it's going to be about an actual astronaut.
Was he not kind of created after Buzz Aldrin, no?
Like in real life, but not in the universe.
Oh, okay.
So it's just going to be about his life of him actually going on space and fighting aliens.
Potentially fighting it. Maybe he doesn't fight aliens. Maybe that power's made up, you know?
Hmm?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I love Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
I think Toy Story 3 was the best.
Yeah?
I think Toy Story 2 is by far the worst, but a lot of people will think that's the best, so...
Toy Story 3 with the teddy bears and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's my least.
there you go.
Yeah, I didn't like the end of it, to be honest.
I would have liked if they just left it, you know, when they fall in that little pit.
One of them, or all of them, just died.
Because
Like.
I actually watched a copied version of that online. Oops, did I say that out loud? And
Nina!
it cut out at that part. I was like, what? Is that it? Like,
And you'd rather
No,
that.
really?
You were happy with that, like...
there's also videos online of people doing that to people. But like obviously someone online had done this, the copy that I had.
And they just took it out just to be pricks, like.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe Pixar did it.
Yeah, maybe so. I doubt it, like. But
Did you hear about the Madonna album?
what Madonna album?
There was a Madonna album a few years back, and if you pirated it, she had it worked out somehow that when you pirated the album, it was just her giving out to you for doing it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can find that online.
That's pretty
I'm
great.
definitely going to look for that.
Yeah. Just her calling you a piece of shit, like.
I bet you people were pirating it just so they got that version, like.
Yeah, it's probably better than the actual album, to be fair.
What were you saying about Tickle Me Elmo?
That's the character in number 3, no?
No.
Tickle Me Elmo
Or
was
it
never in...
Tickle Me Timbers or something.
No, it was Lotso. Lots of hugs or something.
Lots of hugs.
Lots of.
It's not far off. I mean, you get...
He was a big bollocks.
I wouldn't mind earning 9 or 10,000 a week still.
Between 9 and 13, yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You would have to move to England. You both kind of started backtracking after you had answered, and I just didn't let you.
Yeah, no. That was nice of you.
So maybe you would have stuck with it, but
Yeah, moving to England wouldn't be ideal.
No. It wouldn't. But it wouldn't be the worst thing ever either, like. You'd make it work for that money a week, wouldn't you?
like if you really wanted, you could just fly over for matches and training.
Yeah, but that'd be more of a ball ache than anything. Like,
No, any matches are on the whole time? No way.
And you could spend the off season doing whatever you wanted. Probably a couple of months where you have off.
It's like going to school. Like.
Yeah.
Don't know. This is a tough one because, like, the toys one.
I mean, your life's
kinda
over as it is. Like, whereas you can carry on your life being a soccer
Yeah,
player.
exactly. That's it. Exactly. I don't know. I feel like the football thing would be grand, wouldn't it? Do you know, you just make some money, do it for a few years, and then retire. Like,
Yeah. I think Susie Soccer would like you picking that one.
Wouldn't like to be a footballer. Like,
no, I wouldn't either. But I mean, like, at least you get to kind of have a normal life instead of living in a kid's bedroom. That's
That
see a
is
lot
it.
of things in a kid's bedroom.
See, when it was the toy in Toy Story
toys, like.
and the dinosaur in Jurassic Park, either way, you weren't being a human. You were leaving your life behind, etc., etc.
Exactly, yeah.
This way, it's like, have your life, but have more money and be a bit famous. It's like pretty good all round.
I know, but the effort of the football is what's fucking turning me off it. Like,
Yeah, but you used to like playing football, so it's not like,
so I don't like playing football now. Like, I really don't.
yeah.
I don't enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy, like, I don't know.
Not professionally. Very serious business. You know, if you're a toy, you're just living the life, having a crack.
Yeah, but it'd be fucking boring being a toy, do you not think?
The world is your oyster.
The bedroom's your oyster, unless you get knocked out the window.
Yeah,
All
that
the
happens.
Happened in almost every Toy Story.
Would you two be friends in the room, or would you be kind of enemies?
Oh, we'd be friends. We'd all be friends in the room. That's the thing. Like,
Never know. You could end up getting in it, and it could be like a war.
But what if...
World War Toy Story.
Because, like, there's always a risk that they would get put in the attic in Toy Story. So you'd have that looming over you that eventually... Like, let's say you're probably kind of immortal in Toy Story unless your head gets knocked off. So,
Yeah.
like, you're going to end up in a landfill.
Yeah, but you just get out, don't you?
yeah, you just get out, like
Become a wild toy.
Wild
like
toy.
Bo Peep in number 4, like.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
And like, you know, so what? You're only living in a bedroom with a kid, and all right, you love the crack, but then when you go to the attic, like, you know, you're presumably in a box with all your friends, and then you can just come out, and you're in the attic, so you rarely have to play dead, like.
Well, if you're in a box full of broken glass
Who puts a box full of broken glass in their attic?
with one toy in it.
Yeah, yeah. And a little fat velociraptor at that, like.
No bubble wrap left.
Should use broken glass instead. So I send all my packages, broken glass.
Heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's expensive, but at
So
least they come there
wrap a
damaged.
But yeah, I don't know. The football one is like, it's more practical, but I don't know. I just wouldn't want to be doing that, like. It's not the life I want to live, like.
Couldn't imagine the football scene as my scene, to be
No,
honest.
me neither.
It wouldn't have to be your scene. You could just keep to your own business, you know?
Ah,
Go to training, go home. Go to the matches, go home. Play with your toys.
I don't know, but it'd be a lot of your life, and to not enjoy it would be fucking terrible, wouldn't it?
It's not really just like showing up to training as well. You're just training every day, like.
Yeah, but it's just like going to work every day. Less paperwork.
Yeah, but it's not a job you want, is the thing. That's what we're saying, Mike.
I mean, there'd be worse jobs out there.
Yeah, of course there would.
It's definitely worse jobs out there. Sewerage tank inspector.
Paid quite a lot.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm leaning towards toy, but it's more practical to take the football one.
Yeah, like would you not miss your girlfriend?
Yeah, of course. I miss
playing football.
My family, like I miss everybody, like.
Yeah. For me, that would be kind of the biggest kicker, I'd say.
Way.
Kick together because you kick the ball in a football.
Yeah, Mike, we get it, right?
Okay, all right. I just wasn't sure. Does everyone at home get that?
And just on a postcard, please.
And if you can answer me on iTunes with a 5-star review.
I'm going to go for the fucking football, even though I don't want it at all, but I'll go with it. Cheers, Mike.
To keep your life as it is, ish.
Well, yeah.
Not as it is at all.
No, not as it is at all.
Closer to what it is.
But I'm gonna do it for like 5 to 7 years, and then I'm gonna quit.
Okay. All right. And Tony?
Yeah, I'll go with football. Go on.
Millwall away next week.
Football. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Mike and the boys.
I'm gonna be the best footballer ever. Best average footballer ever.
Hey guys, Susie Soccer here to say that Tony and Liam both wanted to be an average player in the English Championship. But let us know over on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Big Mike Pod or at Susie Pod. What would you rather?
Fucking Susie Soccer.
Would you rather be in a sensory deprivation tank for 1 week or be able to turn into an animal but not be able to talk to them? So you both agreed on the sensory deprivation tank, which I personally think out of all the options was by far the worst one.
Well, like all the options ever.
All the options I've given you ever, I think that was by far the worst one. Because literally, and we discussed that on the podcast, that you would possibly lose your sense of self and lose your mind. It's a kind of torture.
But we wouldn't.
But we agreed you might.
We wouldn't.
But we didn't say you wouldn't.
Mike, I feel like I live my life in one of those places.
Well, we nearly do now, but at least you get to put on some music when you want it, like.
So you think, okay, Mike, so you think that'd be worse than torturing somebody?
It would be close. It would, yeah. I know torturing someone would be pretty awful, but like, it would be worse than being tortured, I think.
But that's not what I asked you.
I remember you said, I don't know if it's been an hour or a week. I don't know.
But you said it might feel like an hour. I said it probably, from the reports I've heard, it would probably feel like years.
But I think you'll come out and you'll know it wasn't, you know?
Yeah, but
But you might have already lost your mind at that point.
The other thing we said is what? Solitary confinement for anything over 15 hours, your brain is irreversible. Like,
yeah.
Whether it be a little bit or more.
Because I mentioned MK Ultra the last time.
Yeah.
And basically I listened to a podcast that I thought you listened to too, Liam, where these people were being driven mad by MK Ultra and they were being put in sensory deprivation tanks for a week, and after that they were never again the same. Like none of them.
Yeah, but these were people with massively underlying health issues as well, mental health issues.
Some of them just had anxiety. Some of them went in for anxiety because times were different back then, and you went into a mental hospital for anxiety or depression.
Yeah, but also they say like they were put in a sensory deprivation tank, but they didn't. They also said they were undergoing other treatment as well.
Oh, they were, yeah, but
they were literally being tortured. Like it wasn't like, oh, you go into this nice tank in this nice room, like I picture this one.
Oh no, it wasn't a nice tank in a nice room. It's literally just like a coffin you're being put into, like a soundproof coffin.
It's a sensory deprivation tank. Have you seen them? Like they're quite nice, fancy looking.
They're like a big pod with water in them.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be water because that would be a sense.
Then it's there is
a pod.
Tank.
It's water.
Okay,
yeah,
well, I wasn't talking about a spa version. I was talking about like literally there was nothing for your senses in there.
But I think you need the water for a sensory deprivation tank. There's a reason for it. Like
yeah,
I googled that.
They're probably nice for like an hour with water and stuff.
How did they eat? I know we had this conversation, but I can't remember.
So you just don't need to do that?
I actually don't remember because they must have had to drink because surely they would have died. Yeah, I don't have the answer to that, but I don't know. You get the like basic sustenance you need. You know, you're not going to die of thirst or starve, but you're not going to be like eating or drinking nice stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have a tube of water. I don't know.
What was the other option now?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Sorry. Or be able to turn into an animal, but not be able to talk to them.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Meet me, honey badger, mate.
you may as well have lost your mind then as well, like.
So Liam, but you're able to turn in. You're able to turn back to them as well.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you never have to use it. So Liam wanted to talk to animals. So you actually didn't pick this one. And I'd just like to point out that the opposite thing for sensory deprivation tank, and maybe the reason you picked it, was going to prison. And I put in a lot of mandatory showers. I don't think you like that. I don't think you like being that clean.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
And there was you were playing Monopoly with some Portuguese lad and people who didn't know the rules.
Yeah, we were learning Russian, I remember, yeah.
You were trying.
Succeeding.
Duh.
Exactly, Tony can't turn it off now. Yeah, I didn't like that day, it was weird. Or what? What's the...
Wash machine.
No, what's the question?
Self-deprivation.
No, sensory deprivation.
Sensory deprivation. And
I feel like I didn't explain that properly last time. That must have been what happened.
I think you were just trying to get us to fucking feel horrible about it.
Yeah. Well, like, it's a horrible thing. It's
animal.
It's the worst possible thing I could think of. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I would be a city duck. Yeah, I'd take that.
You'd be a city duck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was that you had to pick one animal you turn into.
Yeah.
Tony, have you changed your mind about what you would be?
What did I pick?
Honey badger.
Honey badger, yeah. Yeah, I probably still would be a honey badger. You don't need to speak. Action speaks louder than words, you know?
You'd be killing the other ones, ripping their heads off.
It speaks louder than words.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't mind. See, the thing is, with the animal thing, you literally never have to use it if you don't want to.
Yeah. You have to use it once. Do you know?
Yeah,
The
but
first.
I could use
But,
it
like,
for
yeah.
fucking-
In your bedroom for 1 minute. Like.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot nicer. Like,
Yeah. And would you use it often?
I'd probably use it fairly often, a couple times a week. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just flying about. Like,
Anytime you're hungry, you could just grab some bread and the old...
yeah,
Bread's supposed to be bad for ducks.
that's bollocks.
I always fed my ducks bread. Well, I had 12 pet ducks.
Were they actually your ducks, like?
Yeah, I had 12
Oh,
pet
right,
ducks.
okay. Probably did monitor their health then.
I saw, we used to see those signs, don't feed the ducks bread, it swells in their belly and that. I've seen signs now that are saying like, oh, please feed us bread, we're starving now because people have stopped feeding us bread because they were told to stop feeding us bread.
It's rice and birds, you're thinking. People say the same for bread, but it's rice and birds you're not supposed to give them. You know, in weddings when they throw down rice.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So most people stop doing that. They throw, like, compostable confetti now.
Yeah.
And the bread thing could be for schwans instead of dukes.
I think maybe the bread thing was just for littering because it made the river look dirty if they didn't eat it.
Could be that as well.
I don't know, I reckon people genuinely believed, that'd swell in their bellies and that won't be good for them.
What if you were gluten-free and you jumped in the pond in the park?
Well, that's your own fault, like. Do you know, surely you shouldn't be jumping in the pond in the park, look.
That's your own fault for picking duck if you're a celiac.
What? No, I think you meant in real life, like.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I don't know, big grand, like. And like you said, like, you could just fill up fairly quickly, do you know?
Yeah, but I wonder if you morph back up, would you be full still? Would you be like, geez, yeah, I'm actually starving.
I'd say you'd still be hungry.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd say the amount of bread you ate would still be in your stomach and you'd be...
Yeah.
But you could be getting free dinners, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much, like.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, like, even if you were a duck, how much you'd enjoy soggy bread, like, but...
Well, you'd want to make sure you wouldn't do it around mating season. Ducks can be quite violent around mating season.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick a duck, personally, but...
Well, I like it.
I respect your choice to pick a duck.
Yeah, do you know?
Yeah. And I respect Tony's violent choice to pick a honey badger.
It's not violent,
You
it's
never
just who
said
they
it.
are.
He never said that he'd be beating him. You said that.
He said he was going to have a fight club with the honey badgers.
Yeah, but
I never said I'd be the fighter. They'd be too afraid to fight. Me.
Somebody's just there showing him his moves. Like,
Yeah.
posing in front of him.
Whoever wins gets a piece of honeycomb.
Right, is this the easiest question ever?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Should we just go with it then? What are you going to go for?
I'm going to be a city duck.
I'm going for the deprivation.
Are you actually?
Yeah. I think it'd be nice.
Okay. I think you've already lost your mind then. So, as the tiebreaker, I'm going to pick being able to turn into an animal, but not be able to talk to them.
What animal would you be?
In the last one, I think I said a robin.
Did you?
Yeah. I said like a little bug, and then you guys said I could easily be killed, and I was like, oh yeah.
Robin, you'd be taken away by an eagle.
Yeah. Oh, what I said was if a cat tried to eat me, I'd turn back into a human in its mouth.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'd fucking snap the cat's mouth in half, like.
And then Tony said I'd wear him as a cat suit or something. Got a bit weird. Right. So Tony said he would like to live in he'd like to be in a sensory deprivation tank for 1 week.
Yeah.
For some reason. And
like
Liam said he would rather be able to turn into an animal but not be able to talk to them. But let us know over on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? Would you rather Cash or the whole world was a rom-com? So Cash made more sense than the other question. Basically, there's only cash and there's no card. So there's coins and notes.
Or the whole world's a rom-com.
Or the whole world's a rom-com.
Dramatic.
Yeah. So
Rom-com's just dramatic, but also funny.
the rom-com was up against the musical and you both just seemed like you'd be a bit too annoyed.
Definitely, nothing would get done. Nothing would get done. That's what
These
we
could be the worst. You're trying to go to the shop to get some chicken. It's like, why have I just broke out in song? Why do I keep dancing with this homeless man that stands outside the shop?
Yeah, but in the rom-com, you would be kind of constantly breaking up and getting back together, and there'd be ups and downs, and there'd be lots of miscommunications that you could easily solve by just telling them what actually happened.
Doesn't necessarily have to be my story.
Well, but it's going to be like over and over again, you know? So you're going to eventually get to that story if you didn't start with it.
Be lots of laughs on the way, though, you know?
That's the thing about the rom-com, right? Do you know, let's say the couple are together and then the fella is hugging some other girl and it's just because like her pony died or whatever. And then like the girlfriend comes in and he's like, no, wait, I can explain. She runs away. And then he meets up with her the next day and he's like, oh no, it isn't what you think. And she's like, it is what I think. John, he doesn't just say, look, her pony died. She's my friend. Do you know?
Yeah.
That's my problem with rom-coms, generally. That's my blanket statement I'm making today.
It's not what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not what you think, but I won't tell you, even though it would have been quicker for me to say what it was than all of this.
Yeah. No, we fucking stay here and we talk about this, yeah?
Yeah. Come on, we've been together 5 years.
Don't walk
You're
away
not going to
from
listen
me.
to me?
Don't walk away from me. With Cash. I actually don't live with Cash these days, which is completely different to when we were asked the last time.
Yeah. I don't really use cash at all nowadays.
No, I never have cash on me.
But
I know it's not a problem to only have cash.
Yeah.
I think I said last time that online shopping would be fucked.
Yeah, but that's not a fucking big deal.
Yeah,
is it?
then you're hitting on your man Bezos, which is okay.
It is a big deal at the moment, I think, for most people.
I know, but what? Like, no, because we don't need anything. I never really shopped online anyway. Like,
Yeah.
do you know? I don't buy things as such. I only get groceries.
Still
Like,
don't shop online. Last time I bought something online was literally couldn't tell you.
I can't.
Doesn't actually say much about me, but I don't think it was. I think it was a really long time.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I fucking bought something to be
Like,
delivered.
I'd say it's rare I go 2 weeks without buying something online.
Yeah, we're very
Talking
different people.
We're
then.
talking
that way.
years and years here. Probably the last time I can think of is some clothing 4.5 years ago,
Jesus Christ.
and that was probably the only time, maybe.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I never bother with it. Like, I just go to the shop, see the thing I want, pick it up and take it if I want it. Like, you know.
Owls, I'll book it. Owls is the thing here, kind of like Argos over there.
Yeah.
I'll book it, and then you just pay with it by cash when you get there. They keep it for you for a couple of days.
So you were saying you book it. I thought you were saying if you wanted a bucket, you'd go in.
Yeah, you get a bucket.
You get a bucket, you go in.
I was like, why specifically a bucket?
It's just a bit of crack, like.
It's full of mashed potatoes as well.
Trying to be the retail version of KFC.
And then you have a whole table of lettuce to work with.
I would, fucking rom-com life, like. It's just the most frustrating thing ever. Like you said, that exactly what you described, that's so frustrating, like. Imagine that was your real life. It's hard enough to watch these fictional characters play it out in front of you. Never mind, like, trying to explain your fucking self to numbnuts in real life, like.
Yeah.
Is it sad that I'm so lonely that I would pick that 100%?
Pick what?
Rom-com. Although, what if I was just like the nerdy best friend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very possibly, like.
But wouldn't it mean that everyone's in their own rom-com?
Yeah, they were. That was the...
So technically everyone would find someone.
Yeah, and everyone would be someone's nerdy best friend.
Mm-hmm.
How would that even work? It doesn't make sense.
It wouldn't have to be like that.
No, you could be their racist best friend, but I wouldn't want to be that.
That's rarely in a rom-com, to be fair, is it?
Not
Wrong
often.
movie. Django, was that a rom-com?
Huh? Yeah.
Tony, you're unchained this week.
Yeah.
And he smears the blood in her face, and she's like, "Oh, it's not what you think." yeah, it's not even my blood.
I think that You is the greatest rom-com of all time.
Yeah.
Again, it wouldn't fall under that category, would it, Mike?
No, because it's a TV show. You're right.
But even if it wasn't, Mike, if it was even,
Oh yeah. Do you mean the stalking and killing part? Okay.
Yeah. That's it. It's not. It's where you rule out the comedy bit. He isn't all romantic, but it's the comedy.
He loves the romance. A bit too much.
Yeah. Good with the ladies, this guy. But,
Surprisingly good with the ladies.
for a maniac, like.
Yeah.
Aren't they all, really?
It's true.
I finished the 2 books of that. Second one's very different.
Third one's coming out soon.
I hope so.
How about you? The books, did they?
Yeah. There are books first, and the second one's completely different from season 2.
Uh-huh.
So why? Like, I know I asked you the last time as well. What is a rom-com? Like, what's a rom-com?
I said anything with Jennifer Aniston, I think.
Oh,
like
yeah.
50 First Dates,
It's not in that one.
Yeah, Leprechaun.
Oh, I remember this, yes.
Failure to Launch.
Yeah. Now I get what a rom-com is. Yeah.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of things with Vince Vaughn.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's another one.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, frustrating as fuck in movies, but, at least you could still do your ordering online, and, like, you'd be getting these deliveries to your house, and they'd be like, "Oh, I saw this big truck pull up in front of your house, and everyone said you were moving. You're going to leave the neighborhood just because we're not getting along and all this." I'm like, not what you think.
But baby!
Baby, that moving truck was not for me.
I promise you, this package isn't mine.
You'd get a tattoo on your arm that just said, "But baby," wouldn't you? You just point to it.
Fuck it, like, no, it's ridiculous. Like, you definitely just take the world with just cash, wouldn't you? Like, this is easier than the last one for me. Even.
Again, this is like kind of normal life compared to like not at all normal life.
Yeah.
Cash wouldn't affect me, I don't think. Like,
No,
at
me
all,
neither. No.
At all. My whole life savings in the cash. That's fine. There's not much there in the first place. I have that right now.
And, like, the thing is, there's no cash or there's no cards in the world. So, like, soon enough, they'd have adapted, like, different things and different ways to do it,
Yeah.
You'd be just paying people at the door when they come with your stuff. You could still do shopping online, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, cash on arrival. Pain in the arse,
Yeah.
but it'd have to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's interesting is, like, people would have very different answers to this. Like, an awful lot of people would rather... Obviously, the option isn't cash or card here. But, like, a lot of people wouldn't be able to live without their cards now.
But what I mean is, they would if there was no cards in the world.
get used to it very quickly.
But I mean, it would happen tomorrow, you know? Everyone would
I know.
lose their cards or whatever. The cards stop working or they become illegal or whatever.
Well, you just have to get your card out, the cash out of the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't think anyone couldn't live without a card, like.
No, but there'd be chaos for a long time. For weeks. Months.
Which is pretty fucking pathetic, really, isn't it?
It's gas.
It's shit, like.
Yeah. But there'd probably even be chaos with, like, there probably wouldn't be enough money circulating. Possibly. Enough cash.
Definitely.
Which is terrible also. Like.
The banks would be running out of cash, like.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't like them.
Banks?
No.
Not a good bunch of lads, in your opinion, Tony?
Great bunch of lads.
But it is a bit nerve-wracking, like, isn't it? Just a whole bank system, like, and you're just trusting them with everything you have.
Yeah, well, it's all fake money, isn't it? It's the only reason why the economy is so good, because of fake money, basically, done through banking.
Well, that's why there's lots of legislation on banking, isn't it? And why the government keeps bailing out the banks, because they have everyone's money. They kind of need to keep going. So it's not like your money is not that risky being in a bank, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like there's much more shit happening now that we don't know about than when our money was in banks 10 years ago, like.
Yeah.
Mattress is the way to go. That's my bank.
In it or under it?
Both.
Both, right?
No, just I don't have a mattress. I just sleep on my money.
Yeah. The fitted sheet around stacks.
So when you're waiting for payday, it's a bit uncomfortable getting to sleep. Like.
Yeah.
Payday. I've been waiting a long time for that.
Tony's on the bedboards at the moment. Like.
Don't let the bedboards bite.
The wood lice. So what do you think you're going for, lads?
Cash.
Oh, yeah. Cash monies.
I'd nearly take that option anyway now. Like, I'd like it for real life.
Oh, if there just was only cash?
Yeah.
Rather than current situation?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So, Tony and Liam both agreed that they would rather that there was only cash rather than the whole world being a rom-com. But let us know over on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? So this week, Tony has a brand new end segment. It's so fresh and new, I don't even know what it is. So I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah. So, I haven't come up with a name because I'm not that cool, hip, you know. But basically every week I'm going to pick a date of time. Maybe your birthdays, maybe my birthday, maybe his birthday, maybe when the podcast comes out, maybe even a listener's date that they pick or something, and I'm going to find something interesting, funny or mad about that date that's happened in history. The idea came from I don't know if you've ever heard the Florida Man birthday challenge. No,
I never heard of it.
So that's basically a time and date in Florida where something mad's happened in the news, and there's every single date there's something there.
Oh, I have actually.
But when I looked at this, it can get a little bit dark. So I'll change it up a bit if it's too dark. Like, and I'll find something myself. Like, for instance, your birthday, Mike. Your birthday is a little bit dark.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I was born?
No, your birthday is basically about a man who called the police because he had castrated someone wrong for castration porn. Is this too much? Oh. So I pick something lighthearted for you.
What year was this?
I can't tell you the year now.
It's secret.
Goes by dates. This goes by dates. So, like, obviously through every year, there's at least one date and time where something's happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they pick the top. On this website, they pick the top for what I'm using now. But that's a little bit dark. So on your birthday...
Right. Not going to go with the castration.
No, I think we'll leave that one out. On your birthday, number 2 in the UK charts, she just dropped, you'll like this, was Kylie Minogue.
Oh.
There you go, huh? I couldn't tell you.
So you saying my birthday is in the year I was born? Like the day I was...
the
actual
Time magazine as well was Woodstock, the 20-year anniversary.
Kylie Minogue's looking well then.
Yeah, that was the time.
Considering she was number 2, she's just dropped from number 1 when I was born, like, and
just
I'm
dropped
old.
from number 1. There you go.
Fair play, Kylie.
Yeah, good old Kylie.
Right.
My birthday, won't read it out. Way too much.
Dark, is it?
Way too much. Limbo's one's very funny.
My one?
Yeah, very funny.
A lot of people were hungover, I imagine.
Yeah, I tried to do the date of our podcast when we started. Not much happened. Not much.
We're the biggest thing to happen that day in history.
Yeah, yeah. But Limbo's one, or Liam for the listeners. Liam's one, I think, is quite funny.
Also known as Bull.
So Liam's one, a man in Florida waited for his father to come back from a walk. His father was quite old, from the sounds of things, but had ordered a pizza and was waiting there for him with a hot pizza. He helped his father sit down and attacked him with the pizza, hot pizza, because he found out that the father had helped him give birth, had helped him be born instead of a doctor. So he was born without... Do you understand?
No, huh?
So he was born, but the father helped. So the father was like the doctor, the midwife, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was very angry about it. And
Why was he angry about
his
it?
offspring father. I don't know. They don't explain.
Why was he angry at his dad for giving
He went to
birth,
jail
for,
and
like,
beat him
birthing
up with hot pizza.
Liam, I'm wondering, when you were about to be born, was your dad reading the newspaper out in the waiting room, saw this, and thought, I'm not coming back?
Yeah.
When I go on a walk, I'm never coming back.
Gonna be attacked with fucking
Hang
hot
on a
pizza.
second. Yeah.
But why would you be angry at your dad for like...
I don't understand either. He's very upset about it, apparently.
That's very strange. Like, you'd think you'd be like over it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, like
So that's going to be my main news bulletin.
Tony's
Right,
news. We've had Tony's truths, but here's Tony's news.
Tony's news.
Tony's news. Love it. Gotta love it. So is that it, Tony? We all done?
That's it for today, I think.
That's all our news for this week?
The rest of them are too dark at the moment.
That's all the news we can handle?
I'll do it happier next week.
Okay, so before we close it out, I'd just like to address something. The last couple of weeks, I've noticed at the end of our podcast, it seems to be kind of getting like someone seems to be hacking in and saying something, like some really uncharismatic guy. So just to let you know at home, we're really sorry about the interruption, and we're working on getting that sorted because we don't want that happening anymore.
I don't know how that's happening.
Yeah. So that's it. Another week done, lads. Episode 34. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, super.
And did the listeners enjoy it, do you think?
I don't
Make
know.
a prediction.
I hope so.
Tony, do you think?
They enjoyed it more than us.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Because I hated it.
No.
Jesus Christ.
So everyone, have a lovely Valentine's Day. Send me your address. I'll send you a card, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, from me.
Leave that 5-star review.
Yeah. From me, Big Mike, and the boys, we're going to close that castle door and hit the road. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
See you now.
Oh, let's just get into it. I'm gonna say that when I next see your face. I mean, fight you.